Contractor's Library. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this friend card featuring the products from Pink Paisley Vintage Vogue collection. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can enter to win the Pink Paisley Vintage Vogue prize pack. So let's get started. Here I'm using a piece of moss cardstock from Basel to create my card base. This measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I've scored it at 5 1/2 so that I can fold it easily to create the card base using my bone folder to crease along the score line. Once you have your card base created, you're going to set this aside for a moment, and you're now going to need a piece of black cardstock, or here I'm using ebony cardstock, and this piece measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. You're then going to need 2 pieces of designer paper, and here I'm using the same pattern of paper, just the opposite side, from the Vintage Vogue collection from Pink Paisley, and my top piece is going to measure 2 1/2 by 3 7/8, and my bottom piece measures 3 by 3 7/8. You're going to go ahead and stick your top piece, your more muted pattern, to the top of your ebony cardstock using some double-sided adhesive, and you want to leave equal borders on the top, left, and right-hand side. Once you have that stuck it down, you're going to take your more vibrant pattern of paper and you're going to stick this to the bottom of your ebony piece of cardstock, leaving equal borders on the left, bottom, and right-hand sides. And if you notice, the 2 pieces of cardstock will overlap in the center, creating a seam, and you just want to make sure that you line up your sides of your cardstock with the top and bottom 2 pieces. Now you're going to take and center and stick this onto your card base using some Stampin' Dimensionals. So just go ahead and center and stick that, leaving equal borders on all 4 sides of your card base. Next, you're going to need some of your ephemera pieces, and this is found in the Vintage Vogue ephemera collection, and it has all sorts of different vintage type of elements to it. Here I've pulled out a friend's label, a flag, and some different layered elements to create some popped flower pieces. And you're going to pop those flowers using some Stampin' Dimensionals. And because they're small pieces, I like to just trim off the edges of my Stampin' Dimensionals and use up those side pieces as well. So when you go to layer your flower pieces, you're just going to use up your scrap pieces of Stampin' Dimensionals while you create these. So just go ahead and layer those elements on top of one another. And if you don't have these, you could layer any type of flowers that you wish to create the same type of embellishment. So now that you have all of your flower elements created, you're going to take your flag or your ephemera piece and you're going to stick this to the seam of your card and have the outer edges of the flag overlapping the outside edges of your card using some double-sided adhesive. So just cover that flag, or cover that seam with the flag entirely, and you want to just make sure that it's evenly spaced on the left and right hand side. Now that that's stuck down, you're going to take your friend's label and you're going to stick this to the center portion of your card, directly over top of that flag piece, and flag embellishment piece, using some Stampin' Dimensionals as well. And your final step is to add these embellishments as well as some rhinestones, and I'm going to add the rhinestones just to the flag, and I'm going to cluster my flowers in the top left and bottom right hand corner of my label. So I'm going to stick my smallest flower, the smallest layered flower that I created here, in the top left-hand corner of my label. And I've just placed a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of that. Then I'm going to take my two larger flowers here and I'm going to cluster them, hiding the one leaf. If you wish, you could always come in and cut off that leaf. I would keep that just in case you want to use that in a future project. But just trim off the end if you wish, and just cluster these, overlapping that flower image on the Friends label. Once you have that in place, like I said, your last step is to take some large basic rhinestones from Stampin' Up! And place one at each end of the flag. Just like so. And there you have your finished friend card. So let's take a look at this week's Freebie Friday prize pack. As part of the collection pack, you'll receive 6 double-sided pattern papers. As well, we have included the Vintage Vogue Ephemera pack, which includes many different elements to help you create a wide array of projects. So all you have to do to enter this collection pack is to visit the Paper Crafters Library blog. Enter a comment in the post you see here. If you're watching this video from somewhere other than our blog, you'll find a direct link to this post in the video description section. While you're there, I invite you to check out our video library by clicking on the video library link at the top of our blog. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the basics or an advanced paper crafter looking to learn new skills and techniques, you'll find it all here. Stamping, card making, scrapbooking, and altered art, we cover it all. With over 700 videos currently in our library and new videos added almost daily, we are the largest and most comprehensive online library of video tutorials for paper crafters on the internet. We invite you to visit our library and see what we're all about. The winner for this week's giveaway will be announced on our blog on Friday, March 9th. See you on the blog!